Hey, teacher.
Yes.
I brought you an apple.
An apple. Where is it?
It's in that cabinet.
This cabinet?
Yes.
Oh. Ooh. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Woo!
Silencio.
No. Oh, silence says the teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no screaming in the classroom. All right, so if you guys haven't figured it out by now, we're here for David Newton. It's his.
Hot for the.
Oh, this is. You know what?
What?
Oh no, you're the teacher. You're supposed to be. You had this whole shtick.
He wanted to be the teacher's pet all along.
Yeah.
Apple and everything.
Yeah.
So of course he's taken over my job of telling you guys the rules of Newton's.
Vanna White present.
Okay, thank you. Must be a subscriber first of all. Must submit a video. This is what we're doing, right? Hashtag hot for teacher.
I'll be Vanna White this time.
Thank you. And answer the following challenges. So, share 1 to 5 of your favorite albums during high school. Eric?
Mm-hmm. No, we'll just get the whole rundown.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. Continue to hold this for me. Thank you so much. You're doing such a great job. Share an album that deserves an A+. Share an album that did not quite make the grade. And share an album that was released the year that you graduated. When was that?
1972.
All right. And in honor of Newton's wife, a teacher, share a video. A song title or album that mentions school.
Okay, so there we go. And then, she went out.
No extra credit.
She went to do this whole shtick. I'm trying not to get a red mark here. I'm gonna get a grade at the end, right? So any asshole can give a teacher an apple, right? Your boy's crafty with it, right? So before it even makes the video, you know, what do we have? Stella Artois, the cidery.
Because let's be honest.
Cidery. You see, you're supposed to correct my English.
Cider.
Cider. Yeah. Anyways, but you know, should I use a gold rim chalice? No. Extra credits. Not supposed to have a proper Stella cider. And by the way, man, I got this haze that just won't come off this glass. I'm anal retentive. So I'm like wiping and scrubbing. I'm just like,
He really was.
It's not coming off. It's not dirty. It just has a haze to the glass.
I love that you are giving me alcohol, since obviously you are the reason I drank as a teacher.
Wow. Okay.
But thank you. I appreciate it.
You're not. She's just in character. We're just role playing.
No.
She's a teacher.
Spanish.
Oh God. Oh, so adios mio.
We're trying to improve his Spanish here. It's gonna be a long process, since he does Nacho Libre when he speaks Spanish. That's the only way he can.
All right. So here we are. If you guys didn't see, I left this out of the stack. Veronica and I's last video we did, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna cover myself up, because everyone likes you more. Yay! So Veronica's here, dressed in part, in her snazzy school teacher dress, pencil in hair.
And everything.
¿Cómo se? No. Pluma? Es
Lapicero.
No, es pen y feather.
Yes.
So pluma is a feather and a pen. ¿Cómo se pencil?
Pencil, lapicero or lápiz.
Okay. Anyways, Spanish with Veronica and Eric. But the Shy Lights, I left this out of a giant stack of soul funk, mostly sealed. Outside, having this punch. Oh, it's on a stupid cool rainbow arrow. Who's this on? Brunswick. Yeah, the Brunswick. So, anyways, original inner sleeve. Great condition. I need to give it a proper deep clean. I just kind of gave it a spray, and so it's kicking up a dust bunny as it spins. But let's just get after it, right? So, maybe I always say I'll do this, and I never do. But maybe I'll send a link to the last video. All right, so to the rules and regulations. Gotta be a subscriber. Check. Been done that. You know what I'm saying? Must submit a video.
This is it.
That's why we're here, right? And then it says use a hashtag. I never in my life have hashtagged. Your boy is not a social media guy. It's quite the stretch that I ended up as a YouTuber because I don't twatter. I don't have a book of face. I don't have a book of face.
No.
I don't have my own space. You know, I don't
Nobody does anymore.
I don't instantly message. You know, all these things are, you know.
You don't DM people.
I never. What does that mean?
Direct message.
Direct mouth?
What? No.
Okay,
Oh.
wait, no. But
That's
so,
it.
yeah.
You're
So I don't know.
You're
I don't
getting
know.
suspended. You're getting
All right.
suspended with that kind of stuff.
Gonna get in trouble. But all right. No. So yeah, I've never hashtagged. Doing it for the first time for you, baby. So
Just for you.
yeah, here we are. I'll hashtag this, you know, and then you put it on the I'm doing it for the gram,
Yeah.
as the kids say.
Doing it for the gram.
Doing it for the gram, as the kids say, right?
Doing it for the
Yeah.
subscribe.
You get that pencil I sharpened
What?
for you.
You did?
Yeah, a pocket knife sharpened it. Yeah. So if you need to make marks here, you're grading me here.
Okay.
I don't want to influence the teacher here, you know.
Definitely subscribe.
But I feel like
And-
yeah.
Hit the little bell, right?
For David Newton,
Yeah.
he's a good dude, right?
Mhm.
So share 1 to 5.
Favorite
albums during high school. I had 1 year of overlap with my sister. So that was really great. She drove me to school when she was a senior and I was a freshman. And some of the stuff that we kind of overlapped music on at that time in the late 90s was stuff like Moby. That's Moby Play. Let me actually show that next. Stuff like Fat Boy Slim. Fat Boy Slim is fucking in heaven, fucking in heaven, fucking in heaven. Most people didn't hear the lyrics to that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's drug inducing. And like this is on the radio and they made like an edited version. Like a year
Just
later,
something
people didn't even
weird.
realize it because it's like EDM dance, like techno stuff. That they just like they had no idea that he's
crazy.
he's literally saying the F-bomb over and over again, talking about drugs. But 98 drop right here on that old paper stock. Man, a dog ate the CD. I still have this. Womp womp womp. But so a little Beastie Boys.
It's nice and cute.
Yeah, I just maybe I'll just put a burner in there someday. If anybody wants to VCLT me a burnt copy of this,
Hey.
I'll gladly take it, right?
People still burn CDs.
And so, track 12 on here. Excuse me. The apples get into me. So, 3 MCs and 1 DJ. If you didn't know, that 1 DJ is Mixmaster Mike! Mixmaster Mike! We're gonna get weird to this. You like some... Veronica, and I guess we can ask when we talk about high school music.
Yes.
Veronica here loves techno, rave, EDM, anything that just sounds
Yes.
like robots having sex with ostriches.
Love it.
Love it.
Love that sound.
Love that sound.
Love that sound.
All right.
I think it's because I grew up with dial-up, you know?
So that's the...
So I enjoy that.
Yeah. So okay, that's the overlap for senior. But if you guys don't know, man, you don't just start off a click. By the way, I'm so tired. Tomorrow's my day off. Necesito dia de libre. But so if you guys don't, nobody just like wakes up in their late 30s and they're just like, I'm eclectic today, right? So I moved around a bunch when I was a kid, right? And I always had a bunch of walks of friends, right? So in high school, you can imagine having a bunch of walks of life I mixed up with. I listened to a bunch of different music, right? So weightlifting, aggro bros, Black Flag. Black Flag, by the way. I have a line on a 80s 4th press purple marble. This is a repress, but early 80s. That was on Unicorn Nerd. Anyways, I'm waiting for a price to drop.
Okay.
But I got my eyes on a early punk
So
rock,
you got my eyes.
little hardcore punk rock
just
grail
waiting.
in old school 80s purple marble. You know what I'm saying? Look at me like. Yeah, I felt to myself getting Mr. Burnsy with it.
You did.
So I couldn't help it, right? So
I was thinking more mosquito.
so what else do we have in here, man? They're about to repress this on a double LP because it has a couple skits cut out of this. So this is like a minute 17 short from being the full album. But this is a Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music. And this is when they finally repressed it a while ago. So this was LaFace back in the day. But so this is pretty dope because, I mean, I've showed, there's nothing crazy there. No one ever sees a LaFace label. So I thought I'd pull that out. But I've shown Outkast in the past. And I don't believe I showed this one. I think I showed AT Aliens in the past. Or I can't quite recall. But I got a few. But I don't get super into this. But this is a hot press. This is limited anyways. But if it's going to show up right there, number 45 off the press. So some people go really nerdy for that. Don't really get into it. Like I say, keeping that eclectic in high school, man. Grateful Dead, man. I don't know if I'm in the way here. There's my old Deadhead mug I've had since the 90s. Well, this is old school OG press, and you know, this is one of those weird things that I never saw until I bought it, and then I see it all the fucking time. I swear.
I love the colors.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then this is, you know, there's been people talking about labels recently, and it's pretty clean wax. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but that label is pretty freaking dope, right? But that's that. And what's next?
Share an album that deserves an A+.
Okay, and then I just went to A+ music from high school. I figure if we're gonna, cheers to you. Did you
Cheers.
enjoy your apple?
Yes.
I love
Very
apples.
nice.
Apples. But no, gun that. Who didn't listen to? I swear, if you went to high school anywhere from like 70 to today, you didn't grow up with Led Zeppelin? If you're a music nut, like when we start talking about A+, I know some of the stuff gets played so many times you might tire from it. I took a break from Led Zeppelin just because the radio kind of killed it, and you step away, and then you go back. It's like all this early stuff. I've showed this in the past, but this is with the spin, all that mess right there. My sister's favorite, House of the Holy, Physical Graffiti. You know, like that's just like the first several Led Zeppelins are just absolute freaking A+. And then I guess going on the next thing is one that doesn't make the grade.
Yes.
I know one of you guys are probably thinking, oh, A+, this guy's going to talk about Judas Priest again. No, I'm not that contrived. And so I guess if I toot a horn of a band so often you become that guy. If I'm going to be the Judas Priest guy, I'll keep it real. This right here, Turbo. All right. So it's all good, but yeah, I like the back scratch. To me, does that back scratch look like a tire tread?
It does.
Is this just the car guy in me?
It does.
You know, and then
I don't think that's normal.
are nails on the back necessary, by the way?
We should get that checked out.
But there it is. I'm not showing anything crazy right there. There's an old school Columbia label. But honestly, if you really think about it, my favorite part about this is my former coworker Trevor Hagen, who I saw Iron Maiden with. His phone ring for his wife for years was, "I'm your turbo lover. Tell me there's no other."
That's perfect.
Priceless for every time his wife called. Outside of that, out in the cold, and unless you're a real Judas Priest fan, there's a good chance that you just look over this locked in, private property, parental guidance, rock you all around the world. Wild nights, hot and crazy days, hot for love, reckless. Good chance, unless you're a real Priest fan, that or this is just the era. Like maybe if you were 18 when this dropped, that's just the era.
You said era.
I said era. Well, I was trying to correct myself, and then I made an error in saying error because I say era. But all right. But yeah,
that's where you were going.
Yeah. That or
all right.
One thing I used to listen to back in the day doing dumb stuff in high school, like Getty Green and Mr. Don't Play. Did anyone? Project Pat? Anyone? 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat? I did dumb stuff in high school, right?
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so, and a little bit after. But, while we're at it, and then I'm going to coat the throat.
Okay. Are you actually ready for the next one?
Chica, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you grab me a Stella proper?
Okay.
Thank you so much. I guess while she's grabbing a beer before I move on to the vinyl, I grabbed this. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. I don't know if this is extra credit or something along the lines. Thank you so much. You know, by the way, do you see a back on this chair? No. Are we the same height?
No.
Are we the same height?
And actually, it's like if I get off this, I basically actually.
You're wearing heels too.
Yes, I'm wearing heels. I'm cheating.
You're good.
I'm cheating.
I appreciate.
I
appreciate your cheating, right? So, one thing. Now that we live in a world with everything goes digital and everything streams on Netflix or people just watch it on YouTube like we're doing right now or whatever it is. Comedy is no longer album. Specials, you know, besides there was a tour, you used to buy the album, you used to buy the record, you know, even like CDs or what have you, right? So these are DVDs. I don't have any like CD or just audio file version of these. But when you talk about A+, this old Dave Chappelle, and he's still doing it, right? With this Kill Me Softly, that was just post-high school. He's probably on this tour supporting before the DVD came out when I was in high school, 2002. But this is 2003, this is 2005. But these Dave Chappelles are just his transitions, his topics, where it's funny and relatable, and then one segues into another. It was just seamless. A+ comedy.
This looks a lot like Extra Credit.
Yep, it's extra credit because I was told I wasn't allowed to do it. So,
Revel.
demerits if you wish, right? Oh, by the way, speaking of extra credit, you know, we got this Stella cider. That's totally cool. And we got the Stella cider in the matching cider long stem glasses. But why have a chalice if you don't use it?
Right?
So,
Just the amount of dishes this man does.
Because I'm fat and I eat a lot.
No.
Wow.
A lot of friends over, lots of drinks. Lots of different glasses for each drink.
Well, I have to have friends over because I don't drink alone. So you have to be sociable.
That's
All right.
good.
So alright, this would have been my senior year. This Daft Punk, I grabbed this because this is your cup of tea.
Yay.
You know? And by the way, mi chica aquí is, what do you prefer? You like tea? Gusta?
Gusta, sí.
Tea. Is it just tea?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Anyways, Daft Punk. Nothing crazy here. Circa 2001. But, one more time. Digital Love. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Nightlife, Voyager. Veridis Quo, which is the cool, dope instrumental. But yeah, nothing nuts there. The inner sleeves are kind of cool with the real life faces. Oh, by the way, shout out to Value Vinyl. He did the little snippet. I think I sent it to you. I texted you.
Yes.
Yeah,
great.
of like he took my Charlotte video and when I went to Lunchbox. And he chopped it up to where I had sex with a robot named Charlotte. And anyways, check out Value Vinyl. Yes. Steve's a good dude.
It
explains
everything.
If you just go back for a few videos, scroll. It's for.
I'll post a link.
Yeah. So do that. You can post a link. That'll work. I'm supposed to post a link for
No,
the.
but you're not going to. The teacher.
No, I'll remember. Right. And so we're at it, right?
Yeah. I think.
A song. Yeah. And then while we're at it, because I'm gonna finish with the story here.
Okay.
And then.
Story time.
17 minutes?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Anyways, extra credit I'm not supposed to show. My high school doggies. Aww. The first car I ever wrenched on.
I might be able to cover.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. 92 Camaro T-top cherry red. First car I ever wrenched on. Here is me. I have a bunch of weights and stuff. I'm cleaning and reorganizing my office, so I can't get my old.
Let me dig.
It's such a mess. We'll do that in the future. Don't be upset. I'll show you my high school photos. But and then the awkward silence now. Magically this album decides finished. But there's me. I don't have the before, but I chopped off all my hair.
Notice he has had the arms and the pose.
Yeah, but
forever.
I don't know why I look so angry in this photo. I just have like.
Because you're.
I have like resting.
You're a guy.
I have like resting Guido face. But yeah, there's me in black tee uniform. But no, I used to donate my hair once. I donated my hair.
I have too.
Several times, but
like 3 times. 22 inches the first
I
time.
cut my hair off right before I met you. You used to never see me with long hair, right? Nope. But right before I met her, I used to have hair. If I tilted my head back, I can grab it at my belt.
Mine is about.
Yeah, but and then here's me with my double fister mug having a beer. There's my high school bedroom, Blues Brothers and dumb stuff, right? So as you could tell, and then I just wanted to show I've been this guy forever. That I have the Blues Brothers in baby blue, and the baby blue. I've been match guy. Forever, right? Forever. And so there's extra credit that was unwarranted and unappreciated. And the last thing was name a song that has to do with school, etc., right? So, do you want to flip the record, or do we even care?
I can do it.
All right. I'm going to tell a story. Well, they like to see you get up and move around, so yeah.
You tell the story.
And if you want to take the long way around the door, then they appreciate that. Yeah, you could do the 360. Yeah, because they. Yeah, a little Vanna White action. Yeah, they like you more than me. So rock on, right? So this right here is Days of Confused soundtrack on cassette. I used to play this in the Ranger, right? My dad and I had a Ranger that we did all sorts of dumb shit to. Got us back in the car hobby, right? And so this whole movie, if you didn't realize, revolves around high school break from graduating seniors to upcoming freshmen to juniors transitioning their senior year and all the interactions. You have a different appreciation for this movie, by the way, as you get older and you realize subtleties of human rapport. But Alice Cooper, School's Out, is on here, right? And the reason I show that, in high school, my buddy Tom and I, all right? I used to hang out with Tom. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
But
watch me trip. That would be the
don't
greatest.
do that. But so Tom and I used to hang out, right? And he had one of those big giant. His parents were they lived in a very affluent community, right? In Pinehurst, North Carolina, and Pinehurst was kind of affluent anyways, and they lived in a high-end pocket of a high-end town. And so I love the Shy Lights, by the way. But this would be their biggest hit off this album. But in case you're one of the people to just skip, that's what we're listening to, right? But I like when people ask me in the comment section, it's like, what are you listening to? I really like this. I'm just like,
did you watch my video?
You just
Did you watch my video?
Yeah, it's okay. But thanks for tuning in for any amount, right? So Tom's parents, they had this guest room on the bottom floor, right? 3-story house with like a finished basement and attic, and so it was like really 5 stories. It was absurd, beautiful home, right? And so his parents had a rule, like anything green was good. No hard drugs, no real drugs, right? And then beer, no liquor.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so they'd monitor it. She'd buy a select amount of beer, and if you bought more, it's cool. Anyone that came in had to meet the parents. There was no just kids coming in and out or whatever, and you had to be open and honest with other parents. All right? And so they gave us a little bit of boundaries, and you respected them because, kids don't get boundaries. And then it prevents you from going out, doing other dumb stuff, seeking out drugs, getting caught up. You always kind of had a safe place to have fun, right? Not like today's safe places, sensitive people. But, so they had this giant wraparound couch, and you could have depending on the height, you could have 5 to 7 bros on this giant L-shape, like the scene from Scarface.
Or like 10 Hispanic girls.
Yeah, 10 Hispanic girls. Oh, 13. But
depends on what you're measuring with.
But so they had a big screen, old school box TV, huge, ridiculous box TV that's almost as deep as is wide tall, right? And so any hoozles, but and it was one of those VHS back then, because this would have been late 90s, into the early 2000s. And so they had the hi-fi, Dolby, Pro Logic, all that, the cutting-edge VCRs right before those became antiquated. And so we used to watch a handful of movies. Half-Baked with Dave Chappelle, Over the Top, Cheesy, Predator, any kind of Stallone, all those action movies, right?
Yeah.
But so stuff to sleep through, we used to sleep to Half-Baked all the time. We used to sleep to Dazed and Confused. But they had blackout curtains in this room, and so everyone would crash there and make the mess. And so, but it was one of these old VCRs that had the automatic rewind and start. So there's times where you'd party, and whether you have to get up and take a piss or it's the next day and there's blackout curtains. There's been times where you'd wake up and it's the exact same scene that you most recently recall when you passed out. So you wake up and you're you don't know if it's been 13 minutes or 13 hours. It's real surreal to wake up and then think oh, it must be 2 a.m.
You go back outside and you're like,
it burns! It burns! But right on. So that's nonsense.
that was great.
Yeah, so
great impersonation.
That's how we're gonna end it. So I guess now this is not my choice. It's not my choice. I don't know what my grade is. Can you hold this for me, please?
Of course.
One second. Can you hold this for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, that does no influences.
Okay.
No influences. I'll hold this for you.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Here's the start.
I mean, I guess he did pretty well. I don't know what the other contestants will be doing, but I feel like you did pretty well.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck winning this.
So I don't get a grade? In
Alright,
this
fine.
big giant corner right here? Oh, 1 second, I didn't sign my work. I'm supposed to...
Oh, that
Yeah.
already takes that points. You get like 20 points already taken off if you don't sign anything.
There we go.
Nice, nice. Okay. Alright, fine.
Looking at the clock there.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Is that how you do it in Mexico? She did the minus on this side.
Yeah, I did on that side.
All right, right on. We're gonna get out of your hair. We've taken long enough. Hey, take care. God bless. Everyone support everyone. If you got time, do contests. And if you guys are tired of these contests, I'm just spreading love. It is what it is. Still got that stack of psych. Got some random other pickups. Got some... Starting to do another little stockpile of jazz. Not that anyone watched Dustin and I's jazz video.
We can
Come on,
try
man.
one.
But yeah, and we can get jazzy with it. But anyways, take care. Rock on. All that mess.
Hasta luego.